Well, hello, and thank you for joining me. This is Red Wolf 416. We're streaming from the Skizzlecraft SMP server. Today, I'm hopefully going to be finishing my starter build here in the spawn village on the Skizzlecraft server. So I am currently making a little bit of an inn and a stable here. And I have spent quite a bit of time in the last couple of streams just gathering resources. And I think I have everything that I need. But we are going to finish making a few more stable stalls along in here. I got to do some terraforming. And then we are going to be finishing this floor up here, putting in some windows, and hopefully putting on a roof. So now it is time to get into it. I am going to be occasionally pausing to do some recording of clips. I won't be pausing the stream, but it seems like I repeat myself a couple of times. It's because I am recording clips for a more fully edited video for YouTube. So thanks for bearing with me on that. Well, here we are, ready to get going on this. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to do a little bit of terraforming along in here, and I'm going to build at least 2 more stalls, possibly 3 for the horses. I have to work out how the horses are going to get trapped in here. I don't want to have people using leads or anything like that. But we're going to make a couple more stalls. We're going to make a little bit of a storage area here. And I think eventually we are going to mine out a little bit of a basement underneath the inn. It's going to be underneath this floor that's just going to take all of this storage that we've got here and move it underground so that we can make this nice and decorated in here. All right, so we are getting a flashback recording going as well so that I can hopefully get some time lapse going on in here. I don't need to be holding on to my rockets right now. And I've got a few extra things in my hands that I really don't need. So I'm going to go dump those in the storage area. And that way I can do what needs to be done in here. Looks like I'm probably going to have to sleep soon. I want to change this roof line. It slopes down a little bit too much. I tried it out with my horse, and it was just a little crowded in there. I don't want it to be a completely flat roof, but that was just a little too much. I might actually do kind of a shallow M going on there. Let's get these out of here. What that means is I'm going to need to grab some more fences because we're going to need to make it tall in the back too. So I'm really excited to get this build done. Just so, if nothing else, I don't have this half-built thing hanging over my head. But also, I'm really looking forward to getting started on my main base claim, which is quite a ways away. Not to say that I won't ever come back here. I will, but I don't want to leave this unfinished and head out to my base at the same time. Sorry about that little pause. My son came in and was asking me something. All right, where was I? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better roof line there. Still visually interesting, but not getting so small to where the horse won't be able to fit in there. I have to figure out how I'm going to keep the horses in there, though. I tried a method earlier, and apparently I don't understand the horse mechanics enough, and the horse was able to get out. I don't want to just do the hole in the ground. I actually want to make it look nice. So probably what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting some half slabs here and some more here. And in fact, let me just try that now with wood. It's not what I'm actually going to end up using, but we'll try it and see if we can get my horse Rusty to stay in there. If we can, then that gives me some direction on how to go, and I can decide how I'm going to make it look better. All right, let's see if that works for getting Rusty in there. Nope, let's do that. All right, will this work? Okay, no damage. That's good. Now, will he pathfind out? Does not look like it. So that looks like that might be the solution. Now I just got to figure out how to make it look a little bit nicer, because I don't want it to be full blocks there. It's just too much of the same color. So I think if I make this the packed mud bricks there, and maybe if I do some smooth stone there, we can actually have it looking a little bit better. Let's see, now he can come out. Let's come over this way. I think he will actually follow me better with the golden carrots than if I have a lead. Yeah, he's a hungry boy. Okay, for your troubles. There you go. Let's see here. So what do I want to use? Let's use that. And that. Let's see what this looks like. Maybe I'll cover that with a little bit of some decoration or something like that. If I can, maybe put a banner in the middle. I'll have to make that a whole block up there to put a banner up there. I have a banner hanging down. I could make it so that it's 3 banners. Yeah, we'll address that in a little bit. But now I think we have a way of keeping our horses in there. So I'm going to go get Rusty. I'm going to put him in this last one on the left. All right. We'll see if you can stay in there. I'm going to also have to light this up some. But for now, we're going to get to doing a little bit of terraforming, digging out for the rest of the stables there. After I do this part of the stables, I'm probably going to come around to the front. I want to actually make an entryway right up here. Yeah, I will. This area that I'm clearing out here, I'm trying not to get too much further over this way. I will do some terraforming and make it look a little bit better. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a stone wall that's been cut out behind it. Something to just make it look a little bit nicer in there, because I don't want to just totally mangle the area for everybody else. I also have to connect all of this up. So it's turning into having a little bit of a big courtyard, but I think it'll be all right. Maybe we'll plant a tree in here or something like that to tie it all together. For now, I'm running out of storage space. I need a place to just deposit stuff that I am mining here. Which one has all my walls? There we go. Okay. We're going to make a couple more segments of this. Looks like I'm going to have to make a few more mossy portions. Yeah. Good thing I have a bunch of stone and I have a bunch of moss over here. Just go ahead and grab that. That. There we go. Well, looks like I need to go make some more stone brick ones. Let's see here. What do I have? Let's just go with that. Okay. I am planning on making a storage area. I don't like even numbers, though. I kind of want to make a 5th stable, but I don't know if that's going to be getting too much into the area for the little warehouse that I want to put in here at the back. It's not really a warehouse, but it's just kind of a little stable supply area. Is it getting to be nighttime already? Again. Alright, we'll just leave that bed there for now. Let's see here. 5th one is going to be 1, 2, 3, right there. Is that too far? No, because what I think we can do is we can terraform over it, and so from this side, it won't look like it's getting down too low. We'll actually maybe make that little storage area go down by a little bit of a level, kind of make it like a root cellar. But all of this needs to go. And yes, I will take that. Interesting. I was not expecting this here. Obviously somebody knew it was there because a light is in there to keep drown from spawning. All right. My goal is to get through the terraforming of this quickly as soon as I've got this part of the stable made. So I got to do a restart here pretty soon. As soon as the stable is made, I want to do the terraforming pretty quickly, just because I'm not trying to be secretive, but I don't want any helpers or mods coming along and like being too worried that I'm actually destroying everything in the spawn village. So we're gonna make this look nice and make it more acceptable for okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like the colors on that. Let's go get rid of these fences, or sorry, these walls, and bring in a bunch more fences. Looks like I'm gonna have to make some more. Let's grab those sticks that I just threw in here. Let's say hello, Blackbeard. All right. To swap out my axe pretty soon. Really? That was not enough fence. Oh, sometimes this shovel is a little bit too fast. Let's go around and get that fence that ended up falling back here. Then we'll go make some more. Looks like I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each of these. Means I need 1, 2, 12. There's 3. I need another. That's 15 that I need. $24 should do it. Unless I've gotten really bad at counting. There we go. 9 left. That would have been right. 15 was right. Okay, let's get some slabs. And for that, let's see here. I need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. 4. 4. Plus another row. So that's 12, 13. 13 times 5. It's going to be 50, 65. 65 slabs. That was way more than I needed. Let's see if I got this right. I might be gambling here, but 65 might do it. Let's get rid of these fences too. Might be easier if I went up on top of the roof, but then I'd be doing shift a lot and that would just slow me down. Not what I wanted. Oh, and something I forgot to mention before. The music that we are listening to is Stream Beats by Harris Heller. It's DMCA free music. You can find it on Spotify. He has quite the extensive playlist with several albums. The album we are currently listening to is called Secluded. Let's see, this is where we find out if I calculated correctly. I was off by 5. I wonder where I miscounted. Well, at least I was off by 5 in having a surplus and rather than having a deficit and needing to come back here just to get 5 more of these things. Where do I keep those? All right, we'll need a few of those. Let's take this. We're going to need quite a few of these. Grab that. Okay, let's make a few more of those slabs, and we will make a few more of these slabs. That will hopefully be enough. Nighttime again, almost? Wow. I won't put the lower ones on right now because I need to do the landscaping. I need to do the floor all around here. What I also have to do is make sure that there's room for the horses to come out. Alright, we need some of that. We need quite a bit of that. We need some of that. I'm going to have to go find some more dripstone, I think. Hey, look at that. I found some more dripstone block. What I would like is some coarse dirt, which I had a box here. Had gravel in it. Let's sleep first. All right. Let's sleep. Let's eat. Put down this box. I'm going to reorient this so I can have them both stacked on top of each other here. There we go. Gravel and dirt. That's, how do you spell coarse? Ah, with an A. All right. Now we've got some coarse dirt. So that's good. We want those 4 things. I don't need that. Let's dig down. Let's see. We'll put that in there. I also want to get rid of some of this. And we are getting to the tedious part of this now. Make a few more of these bricks here. There we go. Balance it out a little bit. Let's go see what it looks like back in the back here. Okay. That's not too bad. So we're going to focus on the floor of each stable really quick. There we go. So here, I'm just trying to mix it up between these 5 different blocks here. Just kind of make it look like it's trampled, like maybe the bricks meant that it had a little bit of structure to it when it was first built, and then just over time things have gotten pulverized and worn down. And just lots of use, lots of love. I don't have any bricks in this row yet. Let's change that. There we go. Now I feel a little bit better about making that only the packed mud. Okay, I think it's time to move this bed. It is starting to become a little bit troublesome. And then I'm probably going to figure out a way to put lights in between, maybe near the back. On each one, I'll do some lanterns. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Looks like I need just a little bit more bricks. There we go. See how things look back here. All right, I will, yeah, I'll get a little bit more back in here. A little bit of that, maybe some more coarse dirt in there. One more of those. More of those. All right, that's a good mix. Still making things look a little bit rough back there. Let's go make some lanterns. Put all this stuff back for now. Alright, so for lanterns, what do we need? We need iron. And we need torches, which I already have in my hands. I need, let's see here, there's 5. That means there's going to be 6 walls, 6 lanterns. Looks like I only got enough for 3. Let's get a little bit more. That should do it. Put the nuggets back. Got some nice little torches in here on the fences. No? Excuse me, Rusty. Make it a little bit brighter for you. I bet you like that. There we go. That'll make it look a little bit more welcoming. Maybe I will check to see if I have any wool. I don't really have any wool. I only got enough wool at the wool farm to make my bed. So I'll have to go get some in a little bit. I will make some plain generic, maybe red banners or something like that. And then put those up. Maybe I'll color each one different. Maybe I'll do gray on the outsides and then a color. That makes it easier to remember. So 5 stalls times 2, that's 10 gray banners and 5 different colors. Might be kind of nice. And then eventually I'll change the colors to have like a symbol or something like that. All right, so the functionality of the stables is done, which is nice. I think now that I've got the functionality of the stables done, I think I want to shift focus just a little bit. I want to work on this entranceway up here. It's going to be a staircase going up from here to a door over here on this side. May mean that I've got to do a little bit of terraforming here, make it so that there's a little bit of a hill built up, but I don't want to completely hide everything that's going on this sidewall. So that means we are changing our block palette here. We're going to be doing some, what do we have here? We want it to match this, so we've got some mossy brick, some stone brick, some stone, some cracked brick, and some andesite. No cobble, though. Let's see here. Cracked, regular, mossy, and stone. That should be good there. It's getting to be sunset again already. I'm going to have to take off a few of these chocolate bars. I'm also going to have to go upstairs and chop a hole up there for where I want the door after I get a little bit of shut-eye. You know what, let's just take care of this right now. There we go. That was just as a safety to make sure if anything did happen to spawn up here, then I wouldn't get any surprises while I was down there. Question is, do I want to make it inset by 1? I think I do. All right, so we have a wooden threshold there. We may change that to stone just because of the way it's going to look when up here. Make it so that there's a little bit of a porch right here. Maybe we'll put some upside down stairs to expand it by 1 more. We do need to have room for the stairs to come down here, and I do want them to be 2 wide. This is supposed to be a welcoming entryway. I don't want it to only be 1 wide and have people not want to use it. So we'll just do this for now so we can add the stairs. There we go. Probably gonna have to get rid of that chocolate bar too. Let's track down some stairs. Stone. What do we got? We have some andesite we're using too. We don't here, but we do need some mossy brick stairs. Let's just do that really quick. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit more of the natural stone at the bottom. Although that would also be a good place for the mossy brick to come in. Maybe that's what we'll do. Now, there is this issue of this gap here. And I don't want there to be a gap. So I am going to have to fill that in, possibly with just more brick. In fact, I might extend that part out. I don't know. This is something I didn't really consider on this. Could make it so that there's a little bit of a hallway. Might actually make it so that there's an entrance here into this portion. But we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. All right. It's a nice little entrance stair there. Question is, what kind of door do we want to use? Do we want to do spruce or dark oak? Let's see what the dark oak looks like. That is a nice looking one. Let's get some of that in there and some of that. Now we can pick up these. So we're probably going to fill that in with something else. Maybe that beam needs to come out further. I really don't know. But this is going to be interesting finishing this. For now, it's going to stay open and hazardous. Let's see here. Now we do have a server restart in 5 minutes. I'm not sure. That probably means I'm going to get booted here. I'm not sure how long the server restart takes. Oh, the other thing, I need to get some more copper smelting. I'm going to turn off my flashback recording really quick. And table 01. Let's see here. What's today's date? 250808. It's the first one of today. Save replay. All right. Well, sorry to just be kind of silent and wandering around here. I don't want to get in the middle of anything when the server is about to restart. I guess I'll just sit here and drink my beverage and watch the copper smelt. Have anything in any of those? Let's see if I've got something that I can smelt with that axe, wherever it went. I should make a campfire. One fish. Well, all right. Well, let's talk about what comes next. Terraforming this naturally and naturally looking. Make it look like it was maybe a little bit of a cliff wall. Carving out to make a bit of a root cellar here that's going to hold the supplies for the stable. Terraforming this, probably putting in a staircase down because I want most of this to be courtyard for people to be able to maneuver their horses around. Shifting some of this stuff around, like these archways and stuff. I'm not sure if I like them where they are. This staircase is going to change. It's probably going to be coming down this way. And then I have to finish these stairs. Put some windows in, which is why I'm doing all the copper. And I got to put in a fireplace that's going to be on this side. I'm going for something. I saw one recently. I saw a chimney that I liked. This one. Something along the lines of this is going to be on that other wall over there. Keep hearing a zombie in this area. He must be holding an item because the entire time that I've been on this server for the last 2 weeks, I've been hearing this zombie here. He is not despawned. right, well, we're just waiting on the server to restart. Dang it. Restarting now. All right. This could take a minute. Go ahead and take a bio break if you need to. I'm going to check on my music. Seems like we may have concluded that album. No, we've still got a few minutes left on that album. I hope everyone's doing well today. Let's test it out. All right, and we're back. Not only am I the first one back, I am probably the only one back. I am guessing with the lack of response from the other hupsters on here, when I came in and said hello, everybody was AFK, so they are unaware that they were getting booted. Which is unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. All right. So what did I say needed to be done? We need to do some terraforming. We need to dig out, build a cellar, build a basement, terraform here, do this entryway. Let's see what we can get going on the windows here. And I gotta actually find my sketches. Yes, I actually did some sketches on graph paper to figure out what I wanted my build to look like before I started it. I actually had a small, albeit imperfect, plan for this. Yeah, that's right. Forgot how expensive that is. There we go. Not where I wanted. There we go. All right, 32 grades. Hopefully that's enough. So we're looking at having a 3x3 window on this side. Wow, that oxidized fast. I'll let it all oxidize, see how I like it as it oxidizes, and then go from there. I'm trying to decide if I want this window to be bumped out at all. I don't think I do. I'm going to put some copper trapdoors as shutters on the sides. I'm trying to remember if I want it switched. I think I like it like this. We're going to do... Oh, we need to get some more of these. Let's go ahead and start some more cooking. Now, I don't get why the trapdoors can use ingots, but the grates have to use blocks. Just doesn't make sense to me. Let's get some dirt for some temporary blocks. see how this looks. Let's step back from this a little bit. See how that looks. It's something. Not where I wanted to put that, but that's okay. Gonna get some spruce trapdoors, which now I have spruce wood in here somewhere. Question is, where did I leave it? There it is. All right. Let's go. Oh yeah, I've got that extra dirt block up there. Well, we'll deal with that in a second. I think I'm going to take a couple of these chocolate bars away. And we will replace those with some chocolate stairs. That will make it so the dirt is not showing through. I need is for that to be green grass up here. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Spread to your heart's content. We'll put some flowers up there in a little while. But at least now we've got a little garden box right outside the window. You know what? We're gonna modify this a little bit. See how that looks. That looks a little better. Gives a little bit more interesting profiles on it. And what have we got next? We've got 3 blocks up there, so I'm gonna be doing on either side. I'm gonna be doing fence post, fence gate. Or no, let's do fence post in the center and fence gates on either side. So we're gonna need some more of this, and we're gonna need some more sticks. Okay, sorry about that little break again. My the wolf cub came in to ask me something else, and parent duties take precedence. Let's see here. Fence gates, that's sticks on the side, planks in the center. What do I have? I have 2. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. That's a total of 8. That should be good. We may need more of these. I don't know. And of course, my inventory is getting quite full again already. There we go. That looks interesting. Suppose I should start another flashback recording while I'm doing this. There we go. See, that's starting to look a little bit more interesting. Though I don't have much going on in the lower corners. I gotta figure out what I want to do with that. On the right side there and there. Let's go look around at what other people have. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a couple of glass windows. I don't know. I don't know. It's just missing something. Maybe some more chocolate bars. At an angle. That might actually be good. Something like another log column there. And then horizontal or angled. Angled wouldn't be good because it's not a square shape. It wouldn't be able to go all the way across. See, if you look at this one over here, what they have going on is an actual square shape there. That's 5 by 5. Whereas what I have is 4 by 3. Which means that it won't go at a nice 45-degree angle. It won't. So I don't know what to do there. I think I will add some more spruce logs, though, after I eat this steak. Okay. Not spruce, dark oak. Let's put copper stuff away for right now. Maybe this will be enough to add interest where I don't have to do anything in those corners because it's just adding a variety of texture there. Let's go see what this looks like. I do like what they have going on with the fence posts in the corners there. Yeah, that's a little bit more interesting looking. Also, I can't just try and make it perfect right from the get-go. This might be something that takes a little bit of time. What I want to do is get it pretty much finished. We can work out the details later. So let's finish this entryway column here. I need to get rid of the wood that I've got and switch back to bricks. This is my disorganized chest. And I will have to reorganize once this is all done. Last place. Alright. We want brick, we want cracked. Let's take some of these stone. Oh, excuse me. I had to sneeze there. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more coal. And Just do this, and this, that. And we'll just grab another one of these, pop it in here, and good to go. All right, now let's get those mossy bricks. And what do we want? We also want stone, and we want andesite. Get a few more of these here. There we go. Can, of course, pick this up now. I should probably get some tuff going in here, too, as it comes around this corner. No flowers. Just kidding, I don't mind flowers. You need to do those. Light this up so I don't create a mini spawning area. And I guess we're getting rid of that thing right there. Don't need that one. Maybe we can pepper those in here a little bit. Details, we'll worry about those later. Now, I do see something over here that looks really nice. They have some polished andesite in the corners. That kind of gives it a nice, like, foundation there. Might want to do that on these outside corners. Not that I want to duplicate what somebody else did, but, you know, when it looks good, it looks good. I don't know. Let's do it the way I'm doing it now. And we'll just go from there. Let's another moss there. Maybe another moss right there. There we go. So now we've got this little closet area in here that I don't necessarily like. Maybe I will bring this wall out. It'll start making it look like it doesn't fit with the rest of the build though, so I'm not sure what to do about that. I could make it so that there is a little basement entrance right here, kind of like a little hallway. Little dark hallway. Might be kind of interesting. Have it come down. Do I have any stairs on me? I don't. Let's make them all grungy, slimy, mossy. That. Doorway. need to be right in here. That cracked. Almost bonk your head on that. Makes me wonder if I should move it back by one more. Now that looks a little bit better. Have it get just a little bit darker in here. That way I can do a little bit of an overhang here with maybe something like that. I don't know if mossy is the right way to go. Maybe. Let's go get a stone stair. Stone brick stair. Make that be right here. Then the door go right in here. Oh, hey, Summer. I didn't even see your chat comment. I'm sorry if this is slow. Theme on my main base. I am going for... I hope you're still watching. I apologize for taking so long to get back to you. I was so focused. Theme on my main base. I have a large desert area up in the northwest of the map. And it has a lake in the middle of it with a bunch of coral, which is nice. So because it's such a large desert area, I am actually planning on doing somewhat of an Egyptian pyramid, but not like the Great Pyramids completely. This is actually going to be a combination between the, my plan anyway, is a combination between the Mayan stepped pyramids and an Egyptian pyramid made out of kind of sandstone and quartz. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty big. It's going to be... I don't want to give away too much, but at the same time, I mean, I have like 0 viewers, so it's fine. So it's going to be stepped pyramid. I want to introduce a lot of colors. Each of the steps is going to have kind of like a green layer, an oasis layer that you can walk around with some trees growing, and then the pyramid is actually going to be hiding kind of a fountain of youth type of thing, or fountain of life, I guess, if you will. Just because it turns out that throughout history, a lot of pyramids that were built, especially the ones in South America, like in Mexico, there are a few pyramid ruins that the pyramids were actually built over a natural spring. So I kind of had this idea of, well, what if that is kind of like the cradle of life? So I want to make a big cave underneath the pyramid that holds this fountain of life, if you will. Let's go get another door. Hopefully I can make it according to my vision, but we shall see. It will definitely take some time to do it. All right, that looks good. Now, how far back did I go? I probably want to actually build this up a little bit. Oh, maybe not with those ones. Oh, the inventory. I had heard so many people always complain about the inventory, and I always wondered what the big deal was. And then I started actually doing some builds for myself. Now I know. Okay, I'm actually down one level from the floor here. Maybe I'll make it go back up. It has to go down here. That kind of gives it a little bit of interesting story behind why it is the way it is. So we'll do that. We'll have it go down and then up. Let's go grab a pressure plate while we're at it. Put that on the inside, so if I'm going out that way, I don't have to worry about it. I'll just make one. There we go. Now it auto closes. Awesome. We'll put another torch right there. Now we're getting somewhere. Summer says, I really need to think more on mine because I kind of went with how I was raised. So mine's a farm lot, but I have everything that I grew up with. So now I'm kind of stuck. Well, you know, I mean, can't knock that. I think it's great. I mean, I think it's great that you're raised on a farm. I was raised in the suburbs, and now I live out in the country, and I kind of wish I had a bit of a farm. So it's, I mean, yeah, you've got everything that you want, but I don't know. Maybe try and come up with something else too. Something new. I have a friend who is a farmer himself, but he does agritourism. So his farm is actually more of an attraction where kids can come and play. They have a big to do in the fall where they've got corn mazes and sunflower mazes and a bounce pad that looks like a pumpkin, and they have a ropes course and stuff. So a lot of interesting stuff, and I think that there's still a lot that can be done. If you want to do something like that, maybe throw a few amusements like that in there. Okay, I am at a loss as to what to do next. I think I will put another window in on this side. We're trying to make it so that this is sort of the, I don't know, lodge area, a common room. That's the word I was looking for. Kind of a pub or a common room. So we will make another window is what we'll do. I spent all this time collecting bone meal and making bone blocks to make these walls just so that I can tear them out. Oh, well, that's all right. Yeah, if you wanted, I mean, you could make it a challenge maze. I mean, I know it's probably something like what you did in the gaming district, but you could make it so that there are pitfalls and stuff like that, or just dead ends. Like not dead ends like a typical maze, but like dead ends where it looks like you can go through, but then you can do the trick where it's the fence post under a carpet, so that it's actually raising them up by half a block, and they bonk their head on something so they can't actually go through. That's an idea. What am I looking for? Copper and dark oak. And let's get something. I need some more copper trapdoors. I have a door there still. see if I can do this one too. Nope, I missed. That hurt. Oh well, that's okay. Do it like this. Actually, let's open that back up. Nope. Okay, I will go get that in a second. I'm not the smartest bulb in the toolbox sometimes. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Can I do this? Cannot do that way. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. Hoping to see more online. Today marks 30 days for the ISV and Skiz Skyblock server. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I thought that it was actually ending last weekend. Apparently it was this weekend. How do I have one trapdoor left? I thought that I made 6. I did. I missed one. Yeah, I have over the last couple of days been seeing more on, like when I was on last night, just very briefly, I did see like 9 of us on, which was pretty cool. I mean, especially since I've only been on the server myself for 2 weeks, being pretty new here. Most of the time that I've been on here while the ISV and Skizzlecraft Skyblock series was going on, or competition or whatever it's called, you know, so many people were gone that most of the time it's just been, you know, 3, 4, 5 people on here. So it's been kind of quiet. So I am excited to see others and meet others. I need the fence and the gates. Fence and gates. Sticks. No stones. All right. I've been making the wrong thing. That's what I wanted. 7 of them should be plenty, though. Oh. Yeah, I'll be curious to find out how that went. I don't know if anybody was making videos of it. I haven't really seen anything advertised on YouTube. So, I am kind of out of the loop on the Skyblock. I had wanted to join for that, but at the time that I became a member of Skizzlecraft server, it had already started when I became a member, or it started like 2 days after I became technically became a member because of being a patron supporter. But I wasn't able to actually join or log on to the server until a month later. Like, it was almost a month. Like, they were halfway through the Skyblock series by the time I actually was able to log on to the server for the first time. I was away on vacation and no access to computer or anything like that. I just spent my free time while I was on vacation perusing the dynamic map and trying to see from that as what everybody was up to and figure out where I might potentially want to make my base claim. It was close. There were a couple of options. I almost ended up in a jungle area, but I knew I wanted to make more of the Egyptian pyramid style, so I figured I should stay in a desert. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how much on a skyblock? How much is actually building? I don't think it really is about. Is it really about building something nice looking, or was it about surviving? Maybe I'm just too used to watching like Imp and Skiz playing skyblock together, where it's just everything is made out of cobble and they're just trying to do what they can to gather resources. So I don't know. Like I said, I was kind of out of the loop on it. I don't know how much building was going on it. And I think you need to give yourself more credit than that, Summer. I mean, I'm sure you can build. I mean, I don't know if I've really had a chance to come see your base, but you need to talk more positively about yourself. I mean, shoot, I've been working on this thing for weeks. I'm definitely not a fast builder. That's for sure. I get into that, what do they call it? The analysis paralysis, where you just keep looking at things too much and analyzing it, and then you don't actually do anything. So I need some dirt with some more grass. Go touch grass. No, you're not going to be more positive with yourself? I don't know. I like to think that Skiz's mantra of be good to each other can also mean be good to yourself too. Well, I'll tell you what. Next time you're on, if you feel like it, have me over to your base. You might have already, and I'm sorry if I forgot that you did. I've been so focused on my own stuff. I don't mean to be like selfish or anything like that, or self-centered. You could have showed me your stuff and I've forgotten. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I'd love to see your base. Especially since, I mean, granted, you've been on here a few months longer than I have. So you've had more time. So you've probably got way more done than I do. Being stuck at work. I'm sorry. Yeah, I work 4 10s so that I can have most of Friday off, so that I can do this kind of stuff. 7 p.m. No, that's okay. That's okay that everything's from tutorials. I can't do redstone for anything without a tutorial. I'll go through a tutorial and think I understand everything, and then I'll actually try and manipulate it to do what I want to do, and it just kind of fizzles, doesn't work. So there are plenty of things that I can't do without tutorials. Summer, you said 7 p.m. What time zone is that? Oh, 12 hours, but next 4 days off. That's good, I guess. I'm sorry about the 12 hours. Central time. So that'll be, what is that? I'm Eastern time. So that's like, what, 8 p.m.? I probably won't be back on until after 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 Central. So if you're still on, I'll come say hi. 8 p.m. Okay. Yeah, so there's only an hour difference between us. I was really hoping to get this thing finished. I just realized I've been going without music for a while. Let's go to another album really quick. Sorry about the little pause here. See how this one sounds. There we go. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to call it soon on this stream. You'll be on until late. Okay, maybe I'll see you when I hop on tonight. If I can, I will say hello if I can. I may not be able to make it on tonight. It is possibly my night to put the wolf cub to bed night. So I feel like I should have left a chocolate bar on there. That's better. All right, let's do a little bit more terraforming. I think I'm going to turn this a little bit into a stairway just so I can have a little bit more courtyard here. Wrong tool. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be finishing this or not. I always underestimate how long it takes to do things. I think, oh yeah, I've got all my resources that I need. I'm not going to have to go gather anymore. This will go quick. No, it never does. It never does. I need to just start building in that time. Let's see. I have more. Yeah, there we go. Bit of that. And coarse dirt. Already got dirt on me. Oh yeah, I was gonna put a grass block up top. Getting distracted already by my own brain. There we go. Coarse dirt, bricks. There we go. I should probably get some stairs. There we go. Oh, let's see here. Well, let's see here. By the way, I don't know if I said this, Summer, if you're still watching, I greatly appreciate you being here. You are, like, I believe my first legitimate viewer in all the streams that I've done. I've had a couple that have come in and left comments and then left, but you have stuck around the longest, so thank you. Oop, nighttime. And that comes fast. $12-hour shift, man. I mean, I don't want to invade privacy or anything like that. But what, Summer? What do you do for your day job? That is a long shift. Yeah, I can barely make it through the 10-hour shifts that I do. Interesting. Didn't realize I had stairs there. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Hotel. Yeah. Well, you know, that it does lend you a good opportunity to do like watching the streams and stuff, so that's pretty cool. But that's a lot of standing or sitting and waiting. So more power to you for that. I myself, I am a what would you call it? A process engineer for a manufacturing company. So paperwork all day, every day. I get to process all that wonderful, all those wonderful engineering documents that come in and make sure that we're making everything correctly. Well, that's nice that you get the discounts. Hopefully you're able to take advantage of that. Alright, I have this stair just going a little too far into the courtyard area here. Don't like it. What am I missing? Shovel, which does not have mending. I should maybe do that. Actually, no, let's just do this. Where do I keep my iron? This might cost some levels, but and I know I can only do this so much, but there we go. All right. Stairs. I want them to come down this way. Yeah. That may be subject to change later. At least as long as we get the general coloring and design in there, then I'm okay with it. And this shovel is almost too fast. What is that, like a Minecraft first world problem? My shovel's too good. Are there mud brick walls? There are. Let's see if we can add a little bit of variety to this. Just visually, that makes it a little bit more interesting. Fill this in with some more stone. Get that stony outcropping to come out a little bit further. And then all of this needs to be turned into that. Maybe with a little bit of tuff mixed in too. Depends. The tuff might look a little too green against the brown. Pretty sure I just picked up coarse dirt there. Nope, that's just regular dirt. Where'd my coarse dirt go? There it is. Start peppering stuff around. No, I don't want you in line with that one. There we go. Make that look a little bit more random. Let's go grab some other kind of block to see what we could put in here. Maybe we'll make it so, yeah, maybe we'll make it so there's a patch of some other color or something like that. Let's see. We'll do another coarse dirt right there so we can start bringing that in. My inventory is already full again. A little bit tiring. Let's see here. A couple more of these in here. This is one of those blocks that I wish its texture would change depending on which direction you're facing. There are a couple like that, like the planks. I think it'd be cool if the planks, wood planks, if their plank direction would change depending on where you're facing when you place them. I know that would get tiresome for some people who like to just place a bunch really fast, but I don't know. I think more blocks need to be directionally controlled. All right, that's pretty good looking courtyard. We'll change some of this. We might bring down some stone bricks to line this. Basically, I don't want the horses to be coming up here. I mean, technically they can because of the way the Minecraft physics work, but I want to dissuade people from riding their horses up or down this. I want the horses to go out here to the path, which means that I may actually change this also to be a bit more coarse dirt. I'm not going to disturb the path that is already made by someone else, possibly even a moderator. I don't want to mess with that. What I need to do is I need to get some more lighting in here. So I may put like a couple of posts or something. Okay, we'll make the rest of that stone. Yeah, I'll make that stone after that. All right, I'll tell you what. What I'm going to do next is make the roof line, and then I will have to be done for the day. Because this stream is taking much longer than I thought it would, or I should say this build is taking much longer than I thought it would, and I am about done on this stream. I have adulting that needs to be done. So how are we going to do this? We can do it with planks. I'm going to have to build up there though. I really like whoever did this. I really like that texture. I was planning on using, I'm going to be using deep slate, whereas that is blackstone up there. Deep slate is going to look a bit more like this. I need some dirt. But let's see here. I am probably going to need, yeah, I'll craft some stairs when I'm up there. All right. The roof is going to be peaked up this way, so I do need some logs actually going here. Not the direction I want you to go. Okay, and let's go over to this one here. No! Make the climb again. All right, now the roof, we want it to hang out by one, at least by one, possibly two. On my sketch, I have it out by one. Yeah, we'll go out by one this way, maybe two this way. I'm just trying to look around me, see what makes for a good roof line. Let's see here. We come out one, out two, go 45 degree. I think that was our first number, first two high. Let's go make sure I got this correct. Did I get it matching? I think I got it matching. Okay, I like that roof line for now. Let's do the same on the other side. That that's right. There's a tall roof. Missed. All right. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. All right. There we go. I believe those are matching. All right, let's get the... I don't know. Let's see here. What do I need next? I think I need another crossbeam on there. Then I'm going to have the roof go there. Okay. Thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. Let's see. I'm gonna go like this. Not where I wanted to go. You know what? We're just gonna turn this into stairs. Ooh. Okay. And let's get rid of that one. Let's come across here and we'll do this for now. Which that I will probably turn into half slabs at a later date. Apparently I already had plenty of slabs on me. Didn't need to do that. Oh, this rain is dismal. No, I can't sleep it away. All right, so what do we got next? We have cobbled deep slate. Let's get 2 of these so that we can turn one of them. I want it to be darker, so we're going to do deep slate tiles for now. Now I should do some bricks too. Reason being is it makes a nice medium color between the cobble and the deep slate tile. That's not where I want that. Off to a wonderful start on this roof. Maybe I should move my bed upstairs. Yeah, I need to be done soon for the day. This is, my right hand is starting to get a little bit numb. Yo. Okay. I apparently needed some more tile. I can tell that I am fading. I am less and less able to keep up a flow of conversation here. Let's see here. I have put myself in a little pickle here. There we go. Maybe. Okay. Now let's get the bricks going. Sorry about that. Had to check something on my phone. Probably gonna have to go get more bricks soon too. Oh, I didn't even do all the tiles up here. Just trying to get a little bit of a gradient going on, so it's darker at the edges and then lighter colored in the center. Yep, need more bricks. I certainly hope I have enough deep slate. Gotta remember I've got another dirt block on the roof on the outside on the other side. like this. Okay, looks like it's time for the cobble. Oh, I forgot a layer. Did it in the wrong place. What do we got? 1 and 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. There we go. I will probably have to get more cobble before I finish this. Or not. And by cobble, I mean cobbled deep slate. Alright, let's get rid of this dirt block. See how this looks from a distance after I pick up some of my fallen blocks. I thought we're up here. I guess I got them already. Yeah, let's get out the temporary blocks. Or get them out of here, I should say. There's one right over there. It can stay there. But I am a little bit worried about light levels. That. Okay, let's go look at this from a distance. All right, I do like the way that roof looks. It is a bit big. I am planning on building a couple of gables that come out on either side, and I need to make it so that there's a window out there. Maybe I'll make a deck sticking out and this roof coming out a little bit more, because that's where the rooms to the inn are going to be. But I think, I mean, this is good progress that was made. It is not as done as I hoped it would be by this time, but we're getting there. And hopefully I will be able to finish it in the next long stream, which I don't know when that's going to be, or I will be working on it over the course of a couple of streams that are shorter. I still have to dig out this area, make a root cellar, mine out underneath down here. I mean, I'll keep this floor, but mine out underneath so that there is a basement, move everything down into the basement and make it so that there's a door coming in here. And I think I'll make this more sealed off, more of a sealed off room. This is going to be the how do I put it? The lore of the building is that this is the storage room. The basement under there is going to be where I keep my stuff. So this is going to be the decorated basement. Then there's going to be another basement down below. That is the actual basement for me, the player. Yeah, I got to add some rooms up there in the roof area. And I'm going to make the common room look more like a inn common room where you would go to eat dinner or have a couple of beverages or something like that. And I got to figure out what to do with these empty spots still. I don't quite like the way they look. I might be adding some more decorations, but that is all I have time for. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate y'all and look forward to seeing you in the next one. As Skizzleman says, be good to each other. I will see you all later.